We're joined by Jaws himself, Richard Kiel. Thanks very much for talking to us.
Yeah, great to be here.
You're having a great time in Perth so far?
Absolutely, yeah.
And do you do the convention circuit much? Or is...
Yeah, I do, all over America and Europe, and get to take my wife with me, sometimes some of my children.
Okay, so that's obviously you get to travel the world doing that.
Yeah.
You've done a massive amount of films dating back all the way to the early 60s. What's your favourite memory? What's the one thing that you always look back on and you go, that was great?
Well, the longest yard was with Burt Reynolds. The football movie in prison was a highlight for me because the director liked my extemporaneous acting and asked the whole cast and crew to applaud Richard here, who did a great job. And, you know, it was kind of the first time that ever happened, and it gave me a little courage to do more ad-lib acting.
Okay.
Now I met my wife making that movie too.
Well, special memory then, definitely.
Yeah, she wasn't in prison. I met her at a dance over the weekend. And,
oh, great.
Yeah.
What most of us know you for, though, is your work on the James Bond films, which is one of the best iconic villains.
Oh, thank you.
What was your time like? Did you enjoy working on those films, or was it one of those?
Yeah, Roger Moore was a great guy to work with. Not only was it a wonderful Bond, but he helped to make Jaws work and make him more humorous, and some of his ad-lib acting, like when the magnet sucks me up, they dump me in the shark tank. And he says, "How does that grab you?" And little things like that when I'm bashing in the van at the pyramids, and Barbara Bach is grinding the gears trying to get away.
Okay,
And he says, "You want me to drive?" And then when I'm chasing him and Lois Childs on the tram in Rio de Janeiro, and they drop away and fall to the ground, and Lois, as Dr. Goodhead says, "Who's that?" And Roger, as James Bond, says, "His name is Jaws." She says, "You know him?" He says, "Not socially."
That's a good line.
He kills people.
Really good line.
Yeah, you know, I mean, he came up with the lines that made my character really cook.
Do you still have the Jaws, or?
No, they're in a museum in England.
Oh, okay. And
I do have a replica set.
oh, the main thing is you've got some.
Yeah, well, you know, I got a set for all of my children, all my grandkids. You know, so,
Oh, okay, that's cool. And another iconic role that, well, my generation especially. Was
Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, Happy Gilmore. What was
Hey,
it
your
like?
ball struck my foot. Hey, and you can count on me waiting for you in the parking lot.
What was it like working on that film with Adam? Because that was really one of, well, that and Billy Madison was what made Adam's career what it is.
Yeah, well, I think the Happy Gilmore was Adam's first transition into a more grown-up audience, and, as opposed to a teeny bopper audience.
Yeah.
And then he did some films that the women liked, you know, some romantic stuff.
Yeah.
And but he was such a really totally different from his character, like in Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore. He was very serious and very sincere and respectful and courteous, and I really enjoyed meeting him.
And what do you find most exciting about doing the convention circuit? Is it meeting the fans, or is it just generally getting to travel the world? And
well, both. Travel and meeting the fans and getting their input as to what they enjoy, and you know, it's amazing how you'll get a fan that liked Cannonball Run, get another one that liked a movie I did 50 years ago called Eega, about a caveman, and which is sort of a cult classic. And you know, every once in a while you'll get somebody that like the movie that you hated.
Well, you've got an impressive lineup of films that you've done over many
I've been very
generations.
blessed. I've worked with Harrison Ford and Robert Shaw, and Forrest Temp from Navarone, and Silver Streak with Gene Wilder, Richard Pryor.
Wow.
Can't ask for more than that.
Not at all. Well, we thank you very much for talking
Well,
to us
thank
today.
you.
Enjoy the rest of your time in Perth.
Good
and
interview.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay.